So we're going to make apple stamps. What you're going to need is a couple apples. These are Honeycrisp. I want to show you something because I noticed there's a bruise on my apple right in the middle of where my fingers are at, and it's pretty large. So you'll need a couple apples. I've got a paper plate. Actually, there's like 2 paper plates here because I'm going to use this to put my paint on. I have green, yellow, and red paint because that's colors of apples. I have a brown lunch bag, paper bag, that I'm going to stamp on. I have a paintbrush because you can paint some green leaves on the apples. You know what? You could probably have brown paint too, so you have a stem. You're going to need a sharp knife and an adult helping you to cut the apples. So let's go ahead and we're going to cut the apple in half. So you want to cut it in half long ways like this. And that's what it looks like. And you can see where the bruise is at, right there. Now, since we cut the apple in half, do you know what's going to happen to this apple? We cut it in half. It's opened up to the oxygen. So oxidation is going to start happening to the apple, which the apple is going to start turning brown. So we're going to work pretty fast at this. Now this one, I've never tried this before, so this is going to be something new. I am going to cut the bottom of the apple off. Maybe just a little bit more. It's supposed to be a star. I'm going to trim the sides up so it's actually going to look like a stamp. Should start seeing the seeds here. See that? Looks like a star. It's the start of our seeds. Perfect. Look at that. That's what I wanted. And the apple that you cut off of your apple star stamp, you can eat that if you like. So I'm going to set that to the side. Oh, these Honeycrisp apples smell so good. So you want to make sure that you shake your paint, and I already did all 3 of mine. And I'm going to put some on my paper plate. I'm going to do all 3 colors. You don't want to do them real close together, and you want it to spread out a little bit so the apple will fit in it. Do like that. I'm going to add a little bit more green. Don't make a mess like Miss Ann just did. I'm also going to move the paper plate around so it spreads the paint out. Like that. So, next up, we're going to take our brown paper bag, and I'm going to do the front of the bag here. Let's see. I'm going to try the one with the stem. And I'm going to stick it in the red paint first. So, what you're going to do, stick it in the paint. Have some paper towel handy because you're going to make a mess because Miss Ann is making a mess. That's actually a lot of paint on that apple, so this might be a little messy. Okay, it's my creation. Oop, and I just sprayed paint on Miss Tara's desk. Shh, don't tell her. So that's what my first apple looks like. I'm going to do a smaller one. The small square star, that's what I meant to say. We're going to do that in green. And you might not want to push your apple all the way down. And you can also use the plate to take a little bit of the paint off. Because we want the star to show. Let's try this. No, you really can't see it. Try it again. And you can make any design that you want to. You actually can see the star. Looks like that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish decorating my bag. And you can do both sides of it. And at the end of this video, I will show you what my final product looks like. Thank you so much for watching. Join me next month. I'm going to talk about leaves.